Hey guys, here is a bonus episode of Y2 Dan's The Island Part 2. He has a second path part of the map, and we are going to check it out now.
I feel like I placed the wrong type of weapons.
Like different from the shotgun or the pistol?
Yeah, so I've got, again, I was trying to be a bit Tomb Raider inspired here, and I thought I'd go for the bow and arrow type thing. And then I realized...
I think it's kind of cool, actually, because to me, before the factory, it seems very adventure-y.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me, at least. I hope that helps change your mind.
Yeah. So again,
Yeah, again, excellent. Yeah, excellent cave work. And another jumping puzzle, I presume?
Yep.
Great. And the bones, the backpack, excellent.
Yeah. I thought if there's going to be bones there, then it's not going to be a gun, is it? No one's...
Yeah.
You can't find yourself trying to... redo this one a little bit.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Now,
Cool.
did you use rocks that you knew the animation to like climb something?
No.
What
So,
happened?
Under there, I put one of the climbing bars of such.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Got it.
I think it's just like a piece of wood. I
Okay.
just put it along there completely, so
Yep.
you could guarantee you get out there. Kind of.
Did you use fog to cover the
Again, yeah,
Is that-
the viewpoints or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So you can't see
is that
the
ocean?
horizon. Yeah, it's an
Is
ocean.
that, yeah, okay, got it. Rather than a lake.
Yeah. Whereas towards the factory, it's actually a lake.
Right.
That's where you start seeing it clip a little bit in the distance. And
Yeah.
Start making
Yeah,
it.
it's hard to yeah, it's hard to maintain consistency with you know, the vertical heights of water because sometimes you want to go up and down, you know.
Yeah.
So good job. This is great. This gives me Star Wars vibes.
Yeah. So I'll tell you where this actually came from. And this is one of the very few assets where I've used generic shapes. I don't typically use them. I'll try and use an asset of some kind or take a part of it to do it. But this was inspired from Resident Evil 3, the original one. There's a part in the game where you're fighting a nemesis on a bridge, and you get a choice of either getting knocked off the bridge or fight him. If you get knocked off the bridge, you end up in like a little river, and you come along and you come to this. So this is actually created based on that.
Okay.
So it makes you enter in some sort of, I think it's the waterworks on Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, great. Inspiration rings true with you.
Yeah.
And excellent that you're able to capitalize on that so much.
Yeah, so in here I've also sort of tried to make it not so plain inside the river, so I've added some rocks and made it look like
Is
they
that
feel on Earth.
is that like a sulfur pond
Yes.
decale thing? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's buried down under the water of such, and it looks alright in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to, you know, make things look, you know, rocky or destroyed without having to spend so much time on it.
So if someone was quite eagle-eyed, they'd be able to get a shotgun early on this. I placed one over there,
sure, huh?
but you can't get up there by climbing up there. So you have to try and figure
see.
a way to get around. This is why I placed these.
Yeah.
And again, I've used the wooden climbing asset of such inside.
Right. Inside. I
Yeah,
see.
so you can see it under there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Could you talk to maybe like why didn't you use waypoints or something to point this out? Would you rather this be a find for the player?
This one I wanted to be a find because you don't necessarily need a shotgun at this point. It's just kind of like a perp of such, so it just makes it easier to get through this part. But as I say, it's not necessary to find it.
Okay.
So
I see the jail gates or whatever.
Yeah,
jail
in the
wall.
distance, and the wall type bridge
You're right.
thing.
Yep.
A scriptural trigger here. Now it never really worked to the way I wanted it. So you wanted to hear a door open, and then I wanted
I hear that. Yeah.
a guy to run out. but he would never run. I could never make him run. But I wanted him to get chased by the dog, get eaten. There's nothing you can do about it. And that's the end of it, really. So,
well, it still works. I think it's still pretty cool.
it works.
Nonetheless, the running.
He walks out.
Yeah. Did you have him spawn in, or was he standing there the whole time?
So when you just walk around about here, he spawns in. He's meant to run.
I see.
I've set a little waypoint to him to go there or whatever, but he just doesn't follow it. I don't know why. Never get him.
I think just for like a tip to share is like I think the more detail, like the higher your budget is going to be, I find that the less likely like an AI will react to a navigation or like an animation point.
Yeah.
So just something to keep in mind, and just a tip to share for our viewers.
Yeah. What I have done is here. When you enter here, I've set both of those characters to unspawn, whether they're dead or not. So it clears that little animation up.
Gotcha.
So it comes through here.
Cool lighting. And so that same script then spawned this creature?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Did you find that the wolf was too hard for the player to take down?
No, there is a wolf in here. I just effectively he's disappeared from that. You're like, oh, where's he gone? But he is somewhere else.
I see. Okay, so different intention. Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Again, I've done the same sort of trick here, where I've made a slightly curved ceiling, but using the public footpath as the ceiling.
Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I noticed that on a previous video of mine, but I hadn't commented on it. So now there's the book. Oh.
I don't think he's a military. Jumping. Okay.
That's amazing. These lights are, the lighting work is pretty good in here.
Yeah. I've always tried to keep the lighting to be either minimalistic or just kind of give it a yellow glow. Such.
Yeah.
So you can see, obviously, you come here, you're like, oh, I can't get up there. So there's some stairs there, but you can't get up. So there must be a way there.
Right.
That's how I try to imagine that the player would think.
Yeah, it's clever to. I found like, for example, like if you have a road or whatever, or a hallway like you just have.
Yeah.
That was a really clever way of stopping the player from continuing down that path and figuring out a new path to start on.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, creating challenges and leading the player to different arenas.
One thing I do wish Far Cry had is more metal beams. We're very limited on them, and that is one asset I feel I could greatly make better maps with.
Yeah, I imagine it's hard to find different industrial assets to use over and over again.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, now you're the other side of this. But that will actually spawn some AI. So.
Okay. Clever. It's amazing how you were able to make the map feel like have some vertical gameplay to it, but as well as connect it back to that area where the player saw originally.
Yeah.
So really good attention to detail and.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
again, full process here would have been like, I've got a door or a hole, but I've got to kind of put some metal beams there. Like realistically, there would be some metal beams to support it. So,
right. Yeah. This gives me Fallout vibes.
Alright. Hopefully I don't die here, but this is pretty much. Cool. Very good, clear. And then we're back here. As you can see,
right, from previously, yep.
Yeah, previously the sinkhole. So I won't really go any further, but it seems to be.
Yeah, it's amazing that you were able to get away with all of this detail as well as provide two paths in the beginning.
Yeah. In hindsight, I would say if I could go back and start this again, I probably wouldn't make 2 paths.
To give you more budget to, yeah, right.
It was just something that crossed my mind. I thought, you know, you don't often see that, and I wanted to give it a try, but it was very difficult with the budget, and it would have made the game twice as long, really.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful creation. This is just marvelous work. I can't, honestly, God, I cannot find a single flaw in this map. This is incredible work, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
No, thank you, Morgan.
Yeah. And you're welcome back anytime. I would love to take a look at part 1 or 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I say, I'm more than happy to go through part 1 another day, but I'm working on part 3 now. Part 3, I've kind of got some strange ideas. I always want to get my favorite games inspired into them, and one of them's Shenmue, so I'm trying to tackle that because it's not a horror game. So I'm trying to get Shenmue vibes into a game that is meant to be horror is
horror, yeah.
But I've got ideas that I think will sort of make people go, that reminds me of Shenmue. So
yeah, well, I'm excited. That if it's anything like this, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be. I think it'll be a bit more like the part 1 map. I'm going to make it more enclosed at the beginning, but it'll be
okay. Great.
It'll be ready soon.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching the bonus episode of Y2 Danzy Island Part 2. Should be having a 3rd one coming out pretty soon. Comment, like, and subscribe to see if you have any other maps you guys want us to check out. But in the meantime, you guys have a great night.